What's up gamers, it's me Fun Guy. Hope you're all doing really well. Today I've put together a little news roundup as there have been a few developments since the last video. If you want to check out that video, I've linked it above in the top right corner for you. Before we begin, I'd just like to mention that if you enjoy the content on this channel and you aren't yet subscribed, you can do so by clicking that red subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the video. Thank you. So the first bit of news is in a few parts. It's mainly about the studios working on the game. Firstly, DICE LA, we now know, are working on the live service for what we'll call Battlefield 6. Now, it was said about a year ago that they would be a separate studio from now on, but perhaps this has been scrapped now. We also found out around the same time that Criterion Games, based in Guildford, UK, which is actually my own backyard pretty much, have been asked by EA to pause work on Need for Speed so that they can help DICE out with Battlefield. Now we have a little quotation here which I'll just bring up now. So the first part of the quotation talks about how the next Battlefield game is coming together and how they also hope for their earliest alpha, which we'll get to in just a moment, but I want to highlight the bit where it says, "We want to build on our position of strength, focus on the opportunity in front of us, and set our game makers up for success to deliver the best experience possible to our players this fall. So we are making a bold move. Criterion is joining DICE and DICE LA to focus on Battlefield. Criterion and DICE have a strong history of working together, and we're confident this partnership will make a great game even better." So for those of you that aren't aware, Criterion Games was the studio that developed the Firestorm mode for Battlefield 5. So that's a little juicy tidbit. Maybe there is still hope for the Battle Royale in Battlefield 6 yet. As for my thoughts on the matter, I think the more studios, the better. As long as they're familiar with the franchise, I couldn't care less how many they get on there. Just make it a good game, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the Battlefield 6 Alpha. In a new blog post on EA's website, Chief Studios Officer Laura Miele said that it is planning to release a trial version of Battlefield 6 sooner than it ever has before. While Miele didn't comment on a specific window in which it might arrive, she said that the game's first technical alpha will roll out at an earlier window. The project is tracking towards the franchise's earliest alpha. The gameplay is at an unprecedented scale, and we are taking full advantage of the technology in the next-gen consoles. So I think the key takeaway there was the words roll out at an earlier window. Now the Battlefield 5 alpha, I believe, released on the 28th of June, so it's quite possible that we could see the Battlefield 6 alpha releasing in the earlier part of June, I would say. I think May's a bit too early, so I would suspect that that is the case. And of course you can bet your ass I'm going to be trying to get my hands on an alpha so that I can report back to you guys anything I'm allowed to about the state of the game. Now moving on to the next piece, we've got rumours of a first look at the game at the Game Developers Conference. Now what we actually got was a little look at some scanning of military equipment. Nothing too exciting there, it's certainly nothing that hasn't been done before, but also another quote-unquote possible reveal was at an upcoming show called the Future Game Show. Perhaps we'll get something there. Now I will just add that I'm not too keen on rumours and reporting on them because it tends to kind of amplify them up and it leads to disappointment ultimately, but as we're getting closer to the game it's getting harder and harder to avoid talking about them now, so you probably will find me mentioning these rumours, but as always I'll be letting you know to take them with a pinch of salt. So now we have the final but possibly the most exciting little piece of news. The reveal trailer for Battlefield 6, or just Battlefield, whatever it's going to end up being called, has already been shown at the studio. Let's throw that quotation up, please. Okay, we have an exceptional year ahead with our next Battlefield, so we thank everyone for coming together with the energy and determination to do something special. We've recently seen the first version of the reveal trailer for Battlefield, and it's shaping up to be a truly amazing first look at this groundbreaking game. I think fans are going to love it. So there we go. Although it did say that it was the first version of the reveal trailer, I think it's quite telling that the studio have already watched it. I reckon that they'll probably make a few final tweaks to kind of amplify the anticipation of the audience, to kind of make sure they've got as much hype built into it as they possibly can, and then they're probably going to chuck it out to us at the next most convenient opportunity. Now when that is going to be, I honestly can't say, but I really hope it's sooner rather than later, because I can't wait for some more juicy action, and I can't wait to see what the game's actually going to look like. But anyway gamers, I digress. That is my little Battlefield 6 news roundup for today. I'm going to try and be much more on top of these little news topics going forward, so you can look forward to more of these midweek videos from me regarding Battlefield 6 news. I will link the articles I used for the quotations in the description below. As always, if you like the video, please smash that thumbs up button, and I'll say again, if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that button today. For now, I'll leave you with these last little bits of Battlefield 4. Enjoy those, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.